A major SummerSlam match could be canceled. Also, we're going to talk about some TNA news. A former TNA star has been arrested, and we are going to talk about an AEW star taking time off of television. And as always, if you guys want more videos like this, go ahead and click that subscribe button. You never want to miss a video on the channel because I'm always going to keep you up to date with absolutely everything that is happening in professional wrestling, starting with Thunder Rosa. Now, it appears that Thunder Rosa is yet again taking time off from AEW. She revealed that she is taking some time off for some well-earned resting time. So she did a little bit of a vlog for AEW All-In Weekend. She recapped her busy schedule. And she essentially now confirmed that she's taking a hiatus from the company. She said the weekend was long. Today was all in. I didn't get the results that I wanted, and I got some time off to be continued. She said, now I deserve a well-earned resting time. Time off. Who knows? Now, obviously, Thunder Rosa's been killing it. Thunder Rosa always kills it. Thunder Rosa, such a great contributor to the AEW women's division. I do want to see Thunder Rosa booked just slightly better. You know, there was a time where Thunder Rosa was obviously the women's champion. There was a time where Thunder Rosa, just like Britt Baker, was a very, very big part of the AEW women's division. Now, a lot of that focus has obviously gone to like Toni Storm and Mercedes Moné. But to see that Thunder Rosa is taking time off is interesting because AEW does this thing, and Tony Khan's admitted it himself, which I'm okay with. I am okay with this. Tony Khan talks about having like a rotation of talent. So you're going to see talent kind of being rotated on TV based on the stories and the programs that they have. So the idea that Thunder Rosa could be taking time off is not that big of a deal. But I would like to see when Thunder Rosa comes back from her well-earned break, I would like to see her booked a little bit more prominently and more important storylines. I think Thunder Rosa is just super talented, and I think the AEW women's division is super talented, and I would like to see them do just a little bit more with her. And I don't think that's a crazy request either. You know, when somebody's been working hard and somebody was there from essentially the beginning almost, you know, if you've seen her in NWA, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you saw her come from NWA to AEW. You kind of want to see something better in the works. And so in my opinion, the way that I've kind of looked at it is that she is so talented that there's no reason to really keep her on the sidelines and just kind of being like a mid-carder in the women's division. I think there's a lot of great stories you could tell with her character with Toni Storm. I think there's a lot of great stories you could tell with her character versus Mercedes Moné, as well as Megan Main. So definitely some good stuff could be in the works. That brings us to our next topic, ladies and gentlemen. Raka Khan has been arrested. Looks like there could be some legal trouble here to discuss. First and foremost, if you guys don't know who Raka Khan is, then maybe you're not an OG TNA viewer, and that's okay. But for all my OG TNA viewers, you know exactly who this is. Now, her name is Trinesha Biggers. She was known as TNA Knockout Raka Khan. And now she's apparently facing some legal trouble. She was arrested in New York City over the weekend, which began as a trespassing call and now has been escalated into two separate criminal cases, including a felony charge. Now, PWInsider.com had actually obtained some court documents that she is now facing a total of 6 charges across 2 cases stemming from her alleged refusal to leave a Midtown Manhattan apartment complex after being evicted. In the first case, she is being charged with criminal trespass in the 2nd degree, criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, and simple trespass. These charges range from Class A and B misdemeanors to violations and collectively carry potential jail time for over a year if convicted. The second case includes more severe allegations. She is now also being charged with criminal mischief in the 4th degree, another misdemeanor, but the most serious count is a felony, a criminal mischief for allegedly causing over $250 in property damage. If convicted of that felony alone, she could face up to 4 years in prison. Law enforcement sources told TMZ that tenants reported that she remained on the premises without permission in violation of an order of eviction in which she was previously served. She was reportedly taken into custody without incident and held at the 17th precinct in Manhattan. The NYPD confirmed she was scheduled to be arraigned before New York criminal court at 5 p.m. on the day of her arrest. Now, sources familiar with the building say that this wasn't the first time that she actually caused trouble. According to neighbors, her presence had caused ongoing disruptions in recent months, and the latest incident forced the situation into the legal spotlight. This arrest adds to a growing list of legal entanglements for the former wrestling star. She still has an active bench warrant in Texas on charges including interference with child custody and aggravated kidnapping to facilitate. She was indicted in 2019 but has missed multiple court dates since then. So this is pretty crazy. Obviously a lot of things happening here, and this is crazy, to be honest. She was obviously in TNA from what I want to say it was like 2008, 2009. That was like the Scott Steiner, Booker T era. She was obviously aligned with Awesome Kong. I don't even know her last wrestling appearance, but it's been a while. It's probably been since like 2012 or 2013 or something. But yeah, obviously legal trouble, not good. This is not a good situation. We'll see what happens. And that brings us to Drew McIntyre. He just revealed on social media, guys, that he is potentially missing SummerSlam. He traveled back to the UK for a wedding, and he doesn't have his US passport with him, and they're not letting him leave. And he talked about this in a social media video that he posted online. He revealed that, he shared pictures of his passport. They know who he is. They're still giving him a hard time. There is a very good chance that Drew McIntyre could be missing SummerSlam, which now incredibly changes SummerSlam deeply because Drew McIntyre, Jelly Roll, Logan Paul, Randy Orton, we know about this tag team match, the storyline that they've been building throughout the weeks. And Drew McIntyre still isn't back. And there's no guarantee that he's going to be able to come back. And WWE is trying everything they could to help him come back. But right now, we're basically waiting for like a miracle. And it's a very tough situation, a very shitty situation. Obviously, SummerSlam, this is huge for Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll has been putting in the work, losing weight, training. And of course, when you're a celebrity like Jelly Roll, who is incredibly famous, WWE, and there's a lot of notoriety that comes from being in a match like this. This is something that they've been building up. We saw it even on Jimmy Kimmel Live. They've gone the extra lengths to build this up, and of course there's a lot of people. I've seen people comment on my TikToks, people who are excited to see Jelly Roll and Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul and Randy Orton. This is a big marquee matchup. And obviously if Drew McIntyre can't perform, they have to make some sort of change, and I'm sure WWE is rehearsing the match with Jelly Roll. So now if you have to make a change, what do you do? How do you do it? How do you go about it? I don't know. Definitely a shitty situation. Drew McIntyre is one of my favorites, and I don't know why these travel issues happen. To me, it just doesn't really. To me, it doesn't really make sense, but it does happen. A lot of wrestlers get impacted by it. It's super unfortunate to see. I don't really know what to expect at this point, but I will keep you guys updated. As of right now, there is so much in limbo, and it's just all really shitty.